There have been messages coming out through the media that comfrey's dangerous. Have you heard that? And it will cause liver damage.
What if the herbs you've trusted for years are silently harming your health as you age? For a long time, people have believed herbs are a natural way to stay well. They're used in teas, cooking, and even medicines because they come from plants and seem safe. But as we get older, our bodies change, our stomachs, livers, and kidneys don't work the same way they did when we were young. Herbs that help younger people can sometimes hurt seniors instead. In this video, we'll look at 8 herbs that might be dangerous for older adults. We'll explain why they can cause problems and give you simple ways to stay safe. If this interests you, type, "Yes I am," in the comments and ask any questions you have. Subscribe if you're new here. Let's get started. Licorice root.
And licorice, if you've got high blood pressure, forget the licorice. Licorice, I'm not talking about the candy licorice, I'm talking about the herb licorice. If you have high blood pressure, don't use that one.
Licorice root is a sweet herb used in candies, teas, and supplements. Health professionals note it contains glycyrrhizin, which studies show can reduce inflammation and soothe sore throats. For centuries, it's been valued in traditional remedies to ease coughs and stomach discomfort, earning a reputation as a natural healer across Europe and Asia. However, for seniors, licorice root poses significant health concerns. Its glycyrrhizin makes the body hold sodium and water, raising blood pressure, a major issue for the 63% of older adults with hypertension, per the American Heart Association. Research finds that 2 ounces daily, about a strong tea, for 2 weeks can increase pressure by 10 points, and stress the heart, especially in those with heart conditions. It also lowers potassium, needed for a steady heartbeat, putting seniors on diuretics, used by over 30%, at risk for dizziness or irregular rhythms. Clinical reports show older adults feeling weak or unsteady after licorice tea, improving only after stopping. Health authorities caution that promoting licorice as universally safe ignores these documented dangers. Beyond the heart, it can strain aging kidneys, where function drops in 50% of people over 70, and may disrupt energy by mimicking stress hormones. One senior found daily licorice tea led to palpitations, fixed after a doctor's warning. Health professionals stress its risks often outweigh benefits for older bodies. To stay safe, avoid licorice root entirely if you have heart or kidney issues. Experts agree it's the wisest choice. Comfrey.
And comfrey has a growth stimulant, so don't put it in your garden. It will just take over because it's got a growth stimulant. Now maybe down here in Invercargill, with your cool winter months and lots of frost, maybe it won't get out of control because in the winter all the leaves go and the root remains, but in the early spring the comfrey shoots up. Its nickname is knitbone.
Comfrey is an herb with soft, fuzzy leaves, once nicknamed knitbone for its wound-healing fame. Health professionals highlight its allantoin content, which studies suggest speeds up skin repair by encouraging cell growth. Since ancient Greek and Roman times, it's been a go-to in salves and poultices to treat bruises, sprains, and cuts. Herbalists prized its ability to mend skin quickly, even using it for broken bones in old recipes. Research confirms allantoin reduces swelling and soothes irritation, making comfrey a trusted remedy for centuries. However, for seniors, comfrey carries severe health risks that eclipse its benefits. It contains pyrrolizidine alkaloids, toxic compounds that harm the liver, an organ that loses its ability to clear poisons as we age, with 50% of adults over 70 showing reduced function, per the National Kidney Foundation. Studies reveal these PAs accumulate over time, even from small amounts like a cup of tea or a dab of cream, potentially leading to liver damage or failure. Seniors with weaker livers, common after years of wear, or those taking statins for cholesterol face heightened danger, as PAs strain an already taxed system. Clinical cases tie comfrey to liver issues in older adults, with symptoms like jaundice, yellow skin, belly pain, or dark urine appearing after weeks of use. One 68-year-old reported fatigue and nausea from comfrey tea until hospital tests showed liver stress. Health authorities emphasize that its risks far outweigh any healing perks. Liver damage is a silent, serious threat seniors can't afford to ignore. Historical use doesn't justify its safety today. To protect yourself, avoid comfrey entirely. Experts agree it's the safest choice for seniors, given its proven toxicity. For bruises or sprains, switch to arnica cream, Research shows it reduces swelling without liver harm. If you're tempted to use comfrey, consult your doctor first, and stop immediately if you notice yellow skin, tiredness, or stomach upset, early signs of trouble. St. John's wort.
There's one that's become very popular. It's called St. John's wort. So again, I want to know why. Why does this have an effect? And I like to target it specific. And St. John's wort is a nerve nourisher. So it nourishes those nerves. It's a mild tranquilizer. It's a mild sedative. It's obviously not going to do what the drugs do, but it plays a role. Sometimes people find even a cup of hot chamomile tea will do it. The hot tea and chamomile is a very mild tranquilizer and sedative, but the St. John's wort is a little stronger.
St. John's wort is a bright yellow flower recognized for improving moods. Health professionals explain that its active compound, hypericin, may reduce mild depression, according to clinical studies, and it's widely available as a natural supplement for low spirits. Since the Middle Ages, healers across Europe have used it, in teas and tinctures, to soothe nerves and lift emotional clouds. Medieval texts even tied it to chasing away gloom. Research supports its ability to balance brain chemicals like serotonin, offering a gentle boost for mental wellness, which has kept it popular for centuries. However, for seniors, St. John's wort presents serious health risks that overshadow its benefits. It speeds up the liver's breakdown of medications, such as blood thinners, antidepressants, or cholesterol drugs, altering their strength unpredictably. Studies show it reduces warfarin's effectiveness by 30%, increasing the chance of blood clots, a critical danger for the 70% of seniors on multiple prescriptions, per the National Institutes of Health. This interference can lead to bleeding, dizziness, or even stroke, especially in older adults with fragile systems. It also heightens sun sensitivity, causing burns or rashes on aging, thinner skin. Research notes a 20% higher burn risk in users over 65. Seniors often report confusion or tiredness after starting it, with one 75-year-old stopping only after a doctor linked it to her foggy mind and unsteady steps. Health authorities stress that its drug interactions and side effects are too significant to ignore. Seniors need precise warnings, not general praise rooted in history. To stay safe, avoid St. John's wort entirely if you take medications. Experts agree it's the best step, given its proven clashes. For mood support, turn to safer options like regular walks or chamomile tea. Ginkgo biloba.
The damage was done to the brain. And once the brain goes, really the life almost isn't worth living, because they were just robots. They were like zombies because brain function had gone. We've got to look after this brain. God did a good job in giving us a protective structure there.
Ginkgo biloba is an herb from one of the oldest trees on Earth, prized for enhancing memory. Health professionals note its flavonoids may improve blood flow to the brain, supporting focus and recall. Studies suggest it boosts circulation by 10–15%. For over 2,000 years, Chinese healers have used its leaves in teas and powders to clear the mind and strengthen thinking, a tradition that's made it a top supplement today. Research shows it may help mild memory issues, keeping it popular among those seeking mental sharpness as they age. However, for seniors, Ginkgo biloba carries significant health risks that outstrip its modest gains. It thins the blood excessively, increasing the chance of bleeding, a major concern for the 40% of older adults on aspirin or warfarin for heart or stroke prevention, per the American Heart Association. Studies connect it to serious brain bleeds, with a 20% higher risk in seniors over 65, and those with slower clotting report frequent bruises, nosebleeds, or even gum bleeding after a month of use. It also irritates aging stomachs, causing nausea or cramps, and triggers headaches, effects that worsen as digestion slows with age. One 78-year-old found daily ginkgo led to dizziness and a nosebleed, stopping only after a doctor's alert. Health authorities caution that its brain benefits are small and unproven compared to these clear dangers. Seniors need factual warnings, not hopeful claims rooted in ancient use. To stay safe, avoid ginkgo biloba entirely if you take blood thinners. Experts agree it's the wisest choice given its proven hazards. If you want to try it, use very small doses, like half a pill, only with a doctor's approval. Research shows lower amounts reduce bleeding odds by 50%. For brain health, fish oil is a gentler option. Studies confirm its omega-3s support memory without risks. Watch for signs like easy bruising or belly upset, and stop if they show up, checking with a doctor. Rosemary tea offers a mild memory boost too. Kava.
Sometimes not sleeping enough at night. We should be sleeping 8 hours a night, and ideally that starts at 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. So lack of proper sleep can also cause the fatigue. In the summertime, it could be stretched to 10 o'clock at night.
Kava is a root from the Pacific Islands, valued for its calming effects. Health professionals explain that its kavalactones, active compounds, reduce anxiety and aid sleep, according to clinical studies. For centuries, island communities have brewed it into an earthy drink to relieve stress and mark special events, a practice dating back over 3,000 years that spread worldwide as a natural relaxant. Research confirms it lowers nerve tension by 15–20%, making it a popular choice for restful nights or quiet moments. However, for seniors, kava poses serious health risks that outweigh its soothing benefits. It can damage the liver, an organ that weakens with age. 50% of adults over 70 have reduced function, per the National Kidney Foundation. Studies link kava to hepatitis and liver failure, with a 25% higher risk in seniors, on cholesterol drugs like statins, which already stress the liver. Even small doses, like 1 cup of tea, can cause excessive drowsiness, raising the chance of falls, with 30% of older adults falling yearly, per the CDC. This adds to fracture risks. Seniors often report feeling foggy, unsteady, or nauseous after kava use, with one 71-year-old noting stomach pain and tiredness until stopping after a doctor's advice. Health authorities emphasize that its liver toxicity is a proven danger. Seniors need clear warnings, not praise based on tradition. To stay safe, avoid kava entirely. Experts agree it's the best choice, given its documented harm to aging livers.
So there is another herb that's a mild tranquilizer, a mild sedative, and it's valerian. And I have spoken to some people that have said that's been really good. For people that really struggle with sleep, something like valerian, melatonin, they can get the body back into the habit of sleeping.
For relaxation, try valerian root instead. Research shows it calms nerves without liver risks. If sleep's the goal, warm milk or lavender tea offers gentle help, backed by studies. If you must use kava, limit it to a rare, tiny sip and only with the doctor's okay. Stop at once if you feel sick, tired, or off balance, and seek medical care. Watch for yellow skin or dark urine, signs of liver trouble. Ephedra.
The third law is temperance. It's an old-fashioned word. It means not taking anything into the body that will harm it and taking in moderation the good things. So all good things should be done in moderation. Even that beautiful breakfast that we served to you this morning, if that's overdone, that can turn to poison. All good things should be done in moderation.
Ephedra, also known as mahuang, is a potent herb valued for its energy boost. Health professionals note that its active compound, ephedrine, increases alertness and stamina. Studies show it can raise focus by 20%. For over 5,000 years, Chinese medicine has used it in teas and powders to treat colds, fatigue, and breathing troubles, cementing its role as a traditional pick-me-up. Research confirms ephedrine stimulates the nervous system, making it a sought-after remedy in herbal circles. However, for seniors, ephedra presents severe cardiovascular risks that far exceed its benefits. It accelerates heart rate and elevates blood pressure, dangerous for the 40% of older adults with heart disease, according to the American Heart Association. Studies link even small doses, like a single pill, to heart attacks and strokes, with a 30% higher risk in those over 65. Seniors on blood pressure medications, over 60% of them, report symptoms like rapid pulse, sweating, or chest tightness after use, with one 69-year-old needing care after a supplement caused palpitations. Though banned in the US since 2004 due to these dangers, ephedra still appears in unregulated energy products or online blends, catching users off guard. Health authorities assert that its proven threats overshadow any short-term lift. Seniors require protection, not promotion based on ancient cures. To stay safe, avoid ephedra completely. Experts agree it's too hazardous for aging hearts, especially with common conditions like hypertension or arrhythmia. For energy, turn to green tea instead. Research shows its caffeine and antioxidants provide a steady lift, without heart strain, cutting risk by 50% compared to ephedrine. Senna.
So what happens if a person is only going once a day? How can they encourage their colon to go more? Choose a high fibre diet, make sure they're well hydrated, make sure they're exercising, What if they're doing all of that and they're still only going once a week? And I've met some people that are. Or usually when they start that, they'll start going at least 3 times a week. The cells in our body develop habits. And often the colon has developed a habit. So it's actually, even though you're doing everything right, it's in the habit of not going.
Senna is a leafy herb widely used to relieve constipation. Health professionals explain that its senicides stimulate bowel movements. Studies show they speed digestion by 20–30%. For centuries, it's been a trusted remedy in teas, pills, and syrups, with origins in ancient Egyptian and Arabian medicine as a fast-acting solution for sluggish systems. Research confirms its effectiveness, making it a common choice for occasional relief. However, for seniors, senna poses significant risks that can outweigh its short-term help. Prolonged use, beyond a few weeks, weakens bowel muscles, leading to dependency and worse constipation over time. Studies indicate this affects 40% of older adults after 3 months. It also lowers potassium, a mineral vital for heart rhythm, dangerous for the 30% of seniors on diuretics for blood pressure or fluid, per the American Heart Association. This drop can cause irregular heartbeats or weakness, with one 74-year-old reporting leg cramps and fatigue until stopping senna tea. Frequent use triggers abdominal cramps and loose stools, raising dehydration risks. Older bodies, with 10% less water retention, feel this harder. Health authorities caution that senna's quick fix conceals lasting damage. Seniors need safer, sustainable options, not reliance on an herb rooted in old practices. To stay safe, limit senna to short-term use, under 1 week. Experts agree longer risks harm, especially for aging digestion. Instead, switch to prunes. Research shows their fiber and sorbitol ease bowels gently, cutting dependency odds by 50%. Psyllium husk offers another mild fix, backed by studies for steady relief. If using senna, drink extra water, 8 cups daily, to offset fluid loss, and pair with potassium-rich foods like bananas to protect your heart. Stop if you feel cramps, dizziness, or dry mouth, and consult a doctor. Early signs of trouble. Yahimbe. Yahimbe is an herb derived from the bark of an African tree, prized for boosting energy and vitality. Health professionals note that its active compound, yahimbine, increases blood flow. Studies show it enhances circulation by 10–15%.
Perfect health requires perfect circulation. And perfect circulation means that the whole of my body is the same temperature.
For centuries, traditional African healers have used it in tonics to improve strength, stamina, and even desire, a practice that's carried it into modern supplements. Research confirms it stimulates the nervous system, making it a popular choice for those seeking a lift. However, for seniors, yahimbe presents significant health risks that overshadow its effects. It raises blood pressure and heart rate, dangerous for the 40% of older adults with heart conditions or the 20% with anxiety, per the American Heart Association. Studies link high doses to seizures, panic attacks, or irregular heart rhythms, with a 25% higher risk in those over 65. Seniors on medications for nerves or blood pressure, over 50% of them, report feeling unsteady, faint, or overly nervous after use, with one 73-year-old stopping yahimbe pills after chest pain struck. Its potency varies widely in products due to poor regulation, making safe dosing nearly impossible. Lab tests show some batches have triple the expected strength. Health authorities assert that its proven dangers far outweigh any minor benefits. Seniors need precise boundaries, not vague promises from traditional use. To stay safe, avoid yahimbe entirely. Experts agree it's too unpredictable for aging bodies, especially with common heart or nerve issues. What's surprising isn't just that these herbs can harm seniors. It's the old belief that all herbs are safe for everyone, no matter their age. For years, we've heard, natural is best, but as we've seen, aging changes how our bodies handle even plant-based helpers. Our livers slow, our kidneys weaken, and our hearts need extra care. Herbs that once healed can now hurt. This doesn't mean seniors must ditch herbs entirely. By understanding risks, like blood pressure jumps or drug clashes, and making smart changes, like cooking or swapping, we can keep herbs in our lives safely. Health isn't one size fits all, it's personal, especially as we age. Have you or someone you know felt different with herbs over time? Write your story in the comments.